unconscious entities. I think this is important to keep in mind because my presentation is mainly focused on namshe rather than consciousness per se. To talk about the attributes of the mind, I think it can be talked within three aspects. First, causal aspect. Second, entity aspect. Third, experiential aspect. For the causal aspect, in the previous and past presentations, we have heard about talking these two causes, which are substantial cause and contributory cause or cooperative causes. This is quite important here to understand the difference between these two causes. So I'm going to give a simple example to explain the difference between these two causes. If I take an example of a clay pot, the substance or stuff that turns into clay itself is considered as its substantial cause. And all other factors that contributed to make the clay pot exist are considered as its contributory cause. And for this concept, I have a quote by Acharya Dhammakriti, which says that which is not a consciousness itself cannot be substantial cause to another consciousness. The reason why I brought these two causes here is because since the consciousness is very different from physical entities by its nature, the substantial cause of consciousness should necessarily be a prior moment of consciousness. Every consciousness is a continuum of its previous consciousness, and if we trace the origin of it, then we might say it is beginningless. To talk about how consciousness is different from physical entity, I need to talk about the entity aspects of the consciousness. Entity aspect of consciousness also can be taught with three properties. The property of luminous, the property of being aware, conscious, the property of being unobstructive.